You know what all the cleanest and most respectable businesses have in common? They are the most crowded and most competitive businesses. Why? Because everybody wants them and nobody gets rich from them easily. But the businesses I'm about to show you today are the businesses nobody really wants to do. People often laugh at them, and this is exactly why they are making people quietly and seriously rich. There's an old saying in Africa that money hides in dirty places. Today I'm going to show you exactly 5 places where it is hiding. 5 businesses, not glamorous, but all profitable and available to you right now. So the number 1 business is empty can collection and recycling. Do you know that the same empty cans people throw away is money they are walking past? Aluminium is one of the most valuable and recyclable materials on earth. All you need is just your hands and a bag. As you grow, you can begin to recruit collectors. You buy from them in bulk and you sell in volume. And by so doing, you have successfully built a system around this business. You become an aggregator, no longer a collector yourself. Let me tell you a story. So while I was in the uni, we had this very big store in front of the uni, and it was owned by a man called Uncle Emeka. So we all used to go buy some things with him, myself, and other students. And I sort of got familiar with him. And one time I was asking him about his journey. That was when he told me, he opened up to me that he started his journey as a can collector. So that's a can picker. He goes about picking cans. And as he began to make money from it, he established his first business. From the first business, he was able to establish the second one. And that store, that shop we're seeing, was like his 3rd shop, quietly just making his money. And at this time, he had not stopped the can collection, only that he had built a system around it. He was no longer the one going about to pick cans. He had his boys whom he would send out, and they would go gather all of these cans and bring it to him, and he will settle them, and then he will not be the one interfacing with the company. So you can build a real system around this business and you will never touch a single can yourself again. So this is definitely a business to look into, especially for someone that is starting at zero. So the second dirty business on my list today is mobile toilet and rentals. Have you ever gone to any motor park or market in any African city? Thousands of people are passing by, trooping in, going, coming, and all of that. Now ask yourself, where do they go if they want to ease themselves? Because I personally have been in such situation before where I went to the market and I needed to ease myself. And sometimes it's not funny. There were times when I found somewhere to actually use. You paid some money and then you use the toilet and then you go out. But there are times when you find none. There are markets, there are public places where there is a lot of crowd, people trooping in and out, and you would not find one single toilet to ease yourself. So this is where this business comes in. The problem is your business. All you need to do is to station a clean mobile toilet facility in a high traffic area per users, collect daily income. Imagine at least 500 people using your toilet facility daily, times how much you want to charge for it. Just imagine how much money you're going to be making every day. So the closest to this is rentals. So this time around, you're not stationing the toilets for you people to use. Like, you're not directly interfacing with the usage. All you need to do is think about weddings, funerals, outdoor events. They all need toilet facilities. So you can buy portable units, rent them out per event, and have your workers do the delivery and pickup. Just owning one unit of this portable toilet can pay for itself within months. Let's say you buy one unit of it. Within months, you are already recovering the money you spent buying it. The third dirty business is garbage collection. So for this, I think in some local government area, you'll need some sort of permit. But check what is applicable in your area or wherever you want to do this kind of business. You can buy 2 or 3 tricycles, hire workers, people who are going to drive it. They go from house to house, collecting refuse for a monthly fee per household. That monthly fee is a recurring income every single month, and rubbish do not take a break. Like, people eat every day, and before 2-3 days their waste have piled up again. So it accumulates every day, which means your customers can never stop needing you. The communities that need this most are like those dense urban areas where government collection is totally unreliable. which actually describes most of African neighborhoods. You're not competing with government, you're only filling the gap they left open. Like I said earlier, the dirtiest job in the neighborhood is the most guaranteed job around that neighborhood. So the number 4 dirty business you can venture into is cleaning services. From offices to banks to schools and commercial buildings in your city need cleaning services every day, and almost none of them want to manage cleaners themselves because of the hassles that comes with it, from hiring to scheduling to the supplies, and it's just too much of headache to deal with, and they'll be so happy to delegate this kind of job to anyone or company who is available. So what you need to do is let us handle your cleaning, fully manage it for a monthly fee. So you're in charge of hiring staff, supervising the work, and supplying cleaning materials. They pay you monthly and never have to think about it anymore. So you can start with just one contract, build your reputation from there. You want to also use social medias and create content around what you do. After a while, you can begin to add more contracts as your workforce increases. And so this gives you a guaranteed income. And once you have 5 of these running simultaneously, you already have a real business that operates without you scrubbing a single floor. I remember back then, a few years ago, I used to have this cleaner that would come clean my entire house. And then I sat out and advised her. I said, see, what you're doing is good, but it is not sustainable in the long run. You need to build a system around what you're doing. It is good enough that you know how to clean, you know the chemicals, the materials, whatever it is to buy. Now, use that knowledge and build a system. Register it as a company, hire staff, get more contracts, and send your people there. Vet your workforce, your staff, and make sure they are credible people. You know where they live, you know a few details about them. And she took my advice and did exactly this. And then when she did this, her life totally turned. I saw her a couple of times later, and it was never about money. She was looking good, she was okay, she was doing well for herself. And I don't know what the business has become now, but I believe she must have also scaled it to bigger places. But this is a very good business to venture into, especially if you're starting also with very low capital or you don't have capital at all. This is one of those businesses you can start with right away. I mean, how much is detergent? So you can just start there and then build up from there. Once they pay you, you now buy other supplies, build your company, build your system around it, and relax. You can be in your office and be controlling all your staff. Okay, so let's move on to the 5th one. So the 5th dirty business for today that is likely to put some money in your pocket is charcoal trading and export. Let me tell you something. Most people think charcoal is local. They think it's just some sort of village level thing, but they are wrong, because there are so many international buyers available for this business. Buyers from Dubai, Saudi Arabia, even Europe are actively purchasing charcoal from West and East Africa in large quantities for export. And guess what? In this age of WhatsApp and social media, you don't even need to lift a bag to start. All you need to do is connect to a local producer, communicate with them, negotiate with them, and they will be sending you this charcoal wherever you are. They'll bag it and they'll send to you. You now become the distributor to the international buyers. The gap is between the local producers and the distributors. So what I'm saying is, find producers in rural areas, find international buyers, and be the connector, the bridge between them, and charge a good percentage. That's where your hand stays completely clean in the dirtiest business on this list. Let me tell you something. When you start this kind of business, your friends might laugh, your family might question you. Let them. Because most of these businesses are businesses you can just start to raise capital. Maybe you want to do something else, you want to do something big, and you're looking to just raise capital. You can start up like this, raise your capital, and then move on like Uncle Emeka. He did it, he raised his capital, and then he built a system around it, ensuring he did not stop. And he's running like 3 different supermarkets at 3 different locations from the money he saved doing one of these dirty businesses. So with this, thank you so much for coming back to my channel. Kindly subscribe if you're not subscribed and turn on notification bell. See you on my next one.